right, happy Thursday, guys. As you walk in, yep, we're doing a Thursday show because we missed Monday, so today we're doing a Thursday show. Well, guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock time. However, today is a special occasion because we have a special guest. But but Hakeem Jordan, what's popping like it? What is cracking?
Chilling, chilling.
Hey man, same thing over here, man. Likewise. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, so this I saw her interview another person by the name of Fatty. She go by the name of Bayou Bunny. She's very beautiful, very attractive. But her camera's off right now. But it's just a pleasure just to have her on the show, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna pretty much let her introduce herself to you guys. Bayou Bunny, are you there?
I'm here. I feel weird now because y'all are all cammed up. I'm gonna come on
Okay.
eventually. But my name is Bunny. People that's been around forever, like since I first came on the platform, call me Bayou. Most people call me Bunny though. I've been here on YouTube since 2000, late 2018. I've taken a couple breaks. And this time I've been back since late last year. No, excuse me, mid last year. So I talk about honestly, a little bit of everything. I may talk about what's going on in the different spaces, astrology, celebrity gossip. I may just like do what many would consider, well, I mean, it's all content, but like different topics I want to talk about, from everything to honestly how to get your child dual credits in school to the conversations that we hear, which is like submission and things of that nature.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh yeah, and I also share the link with you too. Bunny, to check your IG. You should have the link. So,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
so pretty much, I'm gonna get started. So what? I know you told us in the back that you do truck driving. What made you decide to do truck driving? Especially being as a black woman, that is. Go ahead.
So believe it or not, right? Okay. And it makes me smile because I was so against it. But believe it or not, somebody in the manosphere talked me into doing truck driving. We still are. We're cool. And he knew that my daughter, I have one child, she's 18, and I actually just took her off to the West Coast for college. It's her first year, but he knew that that was coming up, and I bad because I didn't up like for her college fund. It was her classmates they had college funds. I mean, they were able to basically pick anywhere they wanted to go. And she's first generation college student since my sisters and my mother. She's oh, there's us, there's grandkids, there's great grandkids. Long story short, um, he talked me into doing trucking. He was like, you'll be able to you'll be able to help your child. Your life will change. Like it'll be a challenge for you. That's how I got started. I was completely against it at first. I was like, gross. You what? I was like, want me to do trucking. And he talked at like 3 months later. Really, no, I'm lying. Really, like all together, about 6, 7 months later, I was in trucking school. So
That's awesome. Awesome. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Okay, it's kind of this is my of a two-part question. How many years you have in trucking, and what experience has what type of experience that trucking has shows you that you thought it kind of changed your mind at certain things about trucking.
well, I graduated trucking school last May. I've been driving since then, like, but driving by myself out of training since the 4th of July. Trucking made me respect truckers more. Um, with trucking, like, I've always liked to drive because I'm from Louisiana and I lived in Oklahoma really up until last Saturday. I resided in Oklahoma for 2 decades and I always liked going back and forth. I always liked driving. I was what some people would call a road hound. And it's most definitely different from driving a car. Like, way different. Way, way, way different. So it's more of a respect there than anything else.
What are some things you dislike about it?
The stress. The stress of it all. Truckers, other truckers are like, for me, it's, yeah, you have to look out for other cars, but my experience is you have to look out for other truckers more than anything else. It's crazy. Aside, like, I hear women say, "Oh, try it out here," or you know, men do and say men do and try to do crazy things to them. But to be honest, I don't really. I mean, yeah, like people have tried to cross boundaries before, but not a whole bunch of people like it for the most part. I really do. Of course, you miss your family, but I like it. It's just more stressful than anything else. I don't plan on staying forever, though. No, indeed.
But do you think it's kind of hard to a relationship because you're always on the road, especially being a woman? Because I know you're very attractive, so I know men try to approach you every time. But one thing they probably might be turned off because of the simple fact you're always on the road. Do you feel like it's kind of hard for you to get in a relationship, or are you in a relationship?
No, you hit it right. You hit that nail right on the head. There's no relationship. And until I get out of trucking, it's probably going to be like that,
Oh wow.
honestly. Yeah. Unless they're in trucking, but even then, like, I wouldn't want, and I know it's hypocritical, but I wouldn't want my significant other to be out here maybe as a team, but there's but even with the team situation, this is it's the space isn't as small as people would think it is, but it's a fairly smaller space for two people to be in it all the time. So yeah, as long as I'm like doing regional, maybe if I switch to local, that's different. But as long as I'm doing regional, then yeah, no, that's that relationship. I don't see it working out. What you guys think? Be honest.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Chop it
Hakeem can
up.
answer that. I'm gonna ask Hakeem because Hakeem used to be a trucker, so I want to hear from Hakeem from this.
I don't think. Well, I let Hakeem answer first because you usually talk about.
Um, is very very difficult, and especially temptation on the road for a man is very big. You know what I mean? Temptation is very very big, and the person who's at home, let's say if you're in a relationship, depending on what level of foundation you and that person have, could be very fractured. We know a lot of people like attention, and for women want their man to be at home more. You know what I mean? Like when I was driving, I dated somebody and it didn't work. They said they need somebody at home with them. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of an oxymoron because you sending money back home and the person's getting attention from other people. So it's very, very difficult to maintain a person if you're not there because doing this every day ain't gonna work.
I
Yeah, Hakeem.
I disagree. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I kind of agree with you. Actually, not just trucking. If you do like, there's some people that have jobs that do business trips, maybe a week or two business trips. Also in the military, people be in the military, you might be out of the, in different states or different countries for 2 to 3, 6 months, or sometimes a year or so. Yeah, it depends on like how your structure is and everything, because there's
Yeah.
some people who can do it, and there's some people they think they can do it, but they might slip and they might cheat or something like that. So it depends on how your structure of your relationship or marriage is. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I see trucking as a long distance relationship. I've been in two different distance relationships, one for a year and one for like a couple of months. So it depends on it really depends on the guy. If the guy's willing to work on the relationship, he'll do whatever it takes to. Not only that, I'm a type of guy that I don't want the girl always in my face. So her being gone is kind of what I like, because they ain't got me missing her. Being pretty much spice up the relationship. Me being more spontaneous, me check up on her, like if she's on, or she fall away. It's me like, oh, we can FaceTime each other. We can do phone sex, you name it. So I think it will spice up the relationship more, because most of the time you talk to a guy will tell you, I don't want the woman always in my face. I want her to be gone. I need to have my face. Go ahead.
So listen, if long distance relationship work, we'll still be in those relationships now. If it really worked, right? You would still be with them people. I'm telling you.
So the girls I have dated, they not serious. That's the problem. It's not me, it's the girls. So it because remember, women at a certain point, they don't want the guy. They want the guy to make moves. They want the guy to try to move them in, or the guy to try to put a ring on their finger. So that's how most women works. But I'm just giving it 100. But if you're not a guy that's not ready for marriage, that's what I always tell guys all the time. Let the girl know up front what are you looking for. And not only that, but Vic is that's in the chat. He's also a truck driver as well, and he's married, and he's always time on the road, and his wife is at home. So,
you see, but yeah, they might have a good foundation. That sometimes if you got some skin in the game with somebody, a couple kids, you've been together 10, 20 years, and it's a power play, and you discussed it with your wife, it's a difference. But new relationships, 1 to 2 years, some things get fractured easily. I've been on the road for some years. I've seen many dudes roll over the floor at truck stops. They wife leaving them. They wife cheating. You know what I'm trying to say? Or they say, brother, I got to get off the truck. I got to go home and make sure I don't leave my wife. I've seen it all. So it all depends on what it is. And then you got them fellas who have a taste for lot lizards. The lot lizards is out there, especially in Memphis, Tennessee. It's out there, brother.
I'm sorry, Akeem. What the hell is a lot lizard?
My stepfather is a trucker. Well, he was. He does yard dog now, but he's a trucker, and he actually became a trucker. Him and my mom, they've been together 28 years. I think they were probably maybe like 7 years in. And it worked for a bit, but she was like, she wanted her husband. And when I say a bit, like, I mean some years. It worked for some years, but she was eventually like, okay, I want my husband home. But he didn't like local. The people, I guess, whenever you're used to straight high, that stop and go, that it hits a little differently. So, so he went back out, and then he eventually came back, and now he does yard dog. He's older, and some older men, the old men, they have to keep busy. So he doesn't even I don't even see why he's doing that, honestly. But I feel what you guys are saying.
Remember, it's up to the person if they want to make the relationship work. That's what people understand. If the relationship takes work, it takes two parties. It's not. Now I hear a story all the time like, like Hakeem said, like trucker wife leaving them. Chances are the wife been wanting to leave, or the wife been wanting to cheat. It's up to the person themselves. They don't want to put the effort within the relationship if you're a trucker or not. But Jordan, I think has your question. Hakeem, he said, "What is a lot lizard?"
No, it's okay. Natasha say I shouldn't. She said stay pure. She said I don't even know an answer. So if you want to go answer, Hakeem, go ahead.
Them lot lizards are them streetwalkers at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
They,
I didn't know they had a special name.
And
Hold
yeah,
on,
yeah, that's what they call
and
them.
hold on. We got Bunny on.
and they be looking real crazy, and they be looking real
Oh
crazy.
Lord Jesus.
They look extra crazy. Imagine meth head. I call the meth head and some little meth head white girls. Okay, so imagine meth head and on the stroll, y'all.
That's terrible.
That's how they.
Crazy.
That's how they be looking.
Listen, Memphis, Tennessee was so crazy. They out there in bikinis, 2, 3 in the morning, knocking on the door. You know you want some? You know you want some?
But
Wow.
I mean, you say that. You don't have to answer that. Don't answer that.
I have a note.
Go ahead.
I have a note that like when I go to certain cities, but I don't like when I go to certain cities, I have a note that I put up and it's kind of mean. I'm not gonna let y'all know what what it says, but I can honestly say with my note that I post on my window, I don't have those issues. I've never had anybody approach my window, so yeah, it's a little aggressive. It's a little aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. Don't come knocking on my window. Go on. Basically, if you knock on my window, I'm gonna mace you. I'm gonna mace you. Fall back. So
You got some personality to it. But yeah, but let's go back into the aspect of content creation. On your content creation. What made you decide to go that route? Because at the same time you're a truck driver, most of the time you're always on the road. So what made you decide to do content creation?
I did my first video late 2018. So I've only been a trucker for a little over a year now. My first, I just seen everything that was going on. YouTube was a lot. YouTube was different then, and I had my opinion on some stuff, so I started a channel. And the first video I did was Black YouTube is a reflection. Black YouTube is a reflection. YouTube is a reflection of the Black community. So, and I've been on ever since.
I would 100% agree with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Question.
Is there some content creators that you like? Who are your like favorite content creators since you've been in the space?
I don't watch the same people that I used to watch because the conversations has not evolved. I know that a lot of you guys are new. How long? Well, this depends on how long you guys have been on YouTube. I'm assuming you guys are fairly new, but it's not evolved. But the people that I did used to listen to, Angry Man, Obsidian.
Yeah, we know. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we know what you're talking about.
Obsidian, Grinch, like Kuda. I still listen to Kuda though. Like, so Ramil. I don't know if you guys know who Ramil Anti-City is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But the conversation, it hasn't evolved, so I don't really listen to them very much. I'll tap in every now and again, but as far as like Manosphere or that type of content, the only people that I listen to now is honestly Fatty. I've listened to you guys a couple of times. DS1, Sheep Stay Sleep, DJ Kuda. I don't think you guys would know who any of these people are because you guys kind of came in. Did you guys come in after Kevin?
Yeah, no, Kevin, but we wasn't doing live stream.
We wasn't doing live streams, yeah.
We record videos. Then we started going live stream. Well, like a year ago. That one was
a year ago.
Yeah, about over a year ago. Yep.
But we haven't like integrated until mainly Roni has integrated into the space. I'm still fairly like unplugged from it though.
Okay.
I'm more involved.
What y'all think about the I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, what I was saying, I'm mostly involved in the space. You will probably see me on Anton. You'll see me I don't normally don't be on Fatty, but you'll see me like on Jay Prince Fight Club. You'll see me around those areas a lot. I mostly try to connect with people, see people who I find interesting to interview, or even people to connect with. Like Natasha Vincent, I met her through End Time. Um, Jesse Meow, Jay Prince, and Victor Jay Prince. Like those people that I come from that type of sector of the space.
Okay.
For me, I'm kind of a plug. I mean, I listen to a little bit of everybody, but but mostly people I listen to. I might listen to LTT TV. I don't know if you guys know him. Duke the Don. I listen to him, and yeah, and there's a few other people too, a little here and there, and that's it.
Okay.
And of course, Kevin Samuels, of course.
Say that again.
Are you aware of Kevin Samuels? Or listen?
Yeah, I watched Kevin blow up. I've been on. I was on panels, a couple panels with Kevin before he blew up. So yeah, of course I know who Kevin is.
Oh, send me the link. I would like to watch it. Send me the link.
Well, the thing is that it was on a channel called The Neutral Zone, and she actually did a morning show with Obsidian, and they had such a good chemistry, but it got way too dysfunctional, and so she left. She's now over on Clubhouse. So all her videos are private, and she has some classics. Like she has some really, really, really good streams. She was able to get the Manosphere founding fathers together all on a panel. Super, super good stream, but she privated everything and left. She said it was too dysfunctional.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna ask you too. How do you feel about this space being dysfunctional? It's gonna be one more.
I think that was going to be your question as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look, she paused. She thinking about it. Hold on.
Well, I'm trying to figure out a good way to say it. You said when you like it's.
Don't go in. You could go in. Trust me. You safe here. You could go in. Trust me. You safe. Nobody.
When I think of, it's just when I think of this space, I mean it's the same conversation though. It's just newer people. So like I'll start with you guys. When I see you guys, I think that I see the hunger that you guys have for the conversation and the passion that you guys have for it. So that is refreshing. As far as the people who have been here since I came or before I came, I just can't, it's the same conversation 5 years later. There's been no progression made. And I feel like it's just it's disingenuous. It's a lot of disingenuous conversations. It used to be about the betterment of Black men, believe it or not. But now it's like, it's horrible, honestly. In a lot of ways, it's not about the betterment of Black men. It's all about Black women now. So they always talked about Black women, but not like they used to.
No. Let me ask you a question, Bayou. Where would you want to see things go? Like from your perspective, as far as evolution and evolving, because I do agree with you 100% about that. The conversation is the same, and it there's nothing very been like solution based to do it, and which Kevin started to try to do some things. I think he tried to, he had a Facebook dating thing, and he had meetups and stuff like that, which I thought was very good. But like from your personal opinion, like where would you want to see this? Where would you want to see it going?
Okay, well, first, like they talk about accountability a lot, but like first, it starts with accountability, right? And that's something that we don't see in this space.
Mhm.
You can't go forward if there's no accountability. And then it would be dope if people would admit that they want to be in relationships with black women, the same black women that they talk about. So that would be dope,
Mm.
honestly. And when I say the same black women, right?
Mhm.
They talk about black women, black women, black women. Who talks about something that they don't like all day long?
That is a fact.
Nobody,
Yeah,
but you,
that
Something that's not appealing to them. Something that's not appealing to them. Even if it is on a smaller level and you may want that thing to change a little bit.
Mhm.
But if it's just completely disgusting, who talks about something that just completely disgusts them all day long?
but you gotta understand something about when it comes to this place in particular, they using it to capitalize on money. That's all it's about. It's about money. Generate money. Black women probably is used to money. Same thing as black men. There's other sector where there's black women talking about black men all day. You got Cynthia G, you got Priscilla. I can give you so many different names. All they focus on is black men. Black men. If you look in the chat, all you see is so all they doing.
It's cutting out. Is it cutting out for you guys, or is that just me?
No,
it's
no.
kind of a little bit from my side. Go ahead, right? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like it's just go fast, like zoom, zoom, zoom. So that I'm saying only focus on capitalism. Actually, focus on trying to. There is
I can't hear him.
No. He had stopped. He was waiting for you to say something. He didn't want to.
you.
Okay, it cut out. Okay, so I'm gonna give this disclaimer. I'm not a divester.
Okay.
I don't agree with those talking points. I don't rock with it. That's why I've been called a meme a time or two. But those channels are a reaction to the manosphere. Even with Cynthia. Cynthia started off on some pro-black talking about white people type of stuff. And she was talking about interracial dating. The black man attacked her and got her original channel knocked off, and ever since then she's been on a completely different type of time. So it's a reaction. Does it make it right? No, but it's a reaction.
Do you think there are certain talking points, or maybe the manosphere in itself can be kind of divisive for our people?
Absolutely, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and it's not just online anymore. The talking points have spread like wildfire. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Mhm.
I think 100%. I think I've always made this joke. You know what I mean, that a lot of this stuff I hear now. I heard it when I got on YouTube. I ain't hearing it on the street like that. Oh, I don't date single mothers. Like a lot of that stuff. I ain't never know that was even a problem till I got on YouTube.
It's just YouTube. It's just
It
YouTube.
was-
Yeah, same thing with me with YouTube. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like I
What?
said, right, the stuff I see on YouTube, I don't see in real life like
In
that. Like,
real-
what's going on? Right.
You know what I mean? Dark skinned women. Like when I hear certain things that people talk about, I say I'm from the South. So things was kind of new to me when I heard, I'm like, damn, they got a problem with this and that or
Mhm.
this and this point. So you know what I mean? So it was certain narratives that was being preached and talked about was new to me to hear that. And which was saying, okay, yeah, this is a whole different space here.
And then the thing is, for me, it's like I can't be in those spaces because I'm all about finding a solution. I'm solution oriented. Let's find a solution. But to me, I just can't talk about the same thing every day, every day with no solution. That's just not me. That's why you don't kind of see me in no certain spaces like that. If you want to talk to me about going to space, let's find a solution. Let's go from there. Period.
No, but those spaces find a solution. Those spaces that have fun. Like fun, joke around, we roast. I want people to understand when it comes to that. That space is not about. It's like a hangout. I told people, it's like the backside of YouTube. It's just where we go, hang out, we have fun, we just We just laugh and joke, and we probably might meet each other in real life. That's what that space is all about. People think that space as a solution space. No, it is not. And I tell people that all the time. Where you
But
black man, black woman. Go ahead.
but the funny thing is, YouTube has started to become the new party line. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? If people remember the party line, it's the new
True.
party line. But the crazy thing is, our counterparts, because there are different counterparts, they're not you know what I mean? They're not using YouTube the way we use YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? It's you know, there's some people making some real money here, and there's some people changing a lot of lives, and there's some people really get money. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the point where I get like, I would love for us to come to a space where there is some solution situation and certain conversations doesn't have to have where we can start to talk about things that are really
You see what just hear me out to say? I love this man.
That's my brother. That's my brother from Tacoma. He said,
That's my white brother from another mother, man.
Yeah.
He said Hakeem is a habitual line stepper.
No, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? And that's the thing that, you know what I mean, I noticed about this thing. And there's just some people, I've watched their stuff and I said to myself, yeah, this is a little bit too rich for me.
No, but I can't knock it. I can't knock it too much because I was able to meet Bunny. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
If I'm able to meet Anton, if I'm able to meet Natasha, just hit me on Vic. Like it's certain people, Jay Prince, like it's certain people and Patty, like you meet different people within a like people consider a dark place or the backside. There is good general people there that you can't also network with. Like, look, she's a trucker. Imagine me if I was trying to get my CDL, I would talk to her like, hey, or you Hakeem, like, hey, how do you get it? But
Yeah.
because I met her from that sector, I'm not going to just knock her. But
You're right about it, Ronnie. Because like I said, usually in that sector, y'all might roast at each other and everything, but at the end of the day, y'all still in a tight knit group in there. Y'all still a tight knit group.
correct.
Y'all can talk to each other, outside of YouTube. Y'all might, talk to each other maybe a couple hours or so, and have some fun outside of YouTube as well.
Yeah, I mean, some some would say that it's a dysfunctional family. I mean, like my first video was Black YouTube, or I'm sorry, yeah, Black YouTube is a reflection of the Black community. I would have to disagree with when you say our counterparts. Do you mean like other ethnicity groups?
Yeah. Other ethnicity, and I'm not saying that they don't have their own effery too, but I'm just saying, go ahead.
Now, I would see that's where I would have to disagree. So okay. So I'm gonna give a little history about how this space came about, right? So I'm just gonna assume everybody knows who Tommy Sotomayor is.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do. Of course we do. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the godfather. He's the originator. There wouldn't have been any Black manosphere, period, if there was not from Tommy. Tommy's the OG of coming online, talking about what is it, BT 1000
Yeah.
and all the crazy stuff that he talk about. So originally, they started in the white manosphere with Rollo Tomasi and all of them, right? Rollo Tomasi and all of them, aka the white boys, they did not want to hear Black women being talked about. They even more so, they did not want to hear about Black issues. So that's when it was broke off, and Obsidian, Angry Man, and O'Shea started the Black manosphere. So it's the thing is with the white boys, they get together. I think it's called the 21 Summit or something like that.
Yep, that's it. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they get together, but and on the other side of it, they argue. When they get nasty with each other, they get nasty with each other. It's the doxing. It gets nasty. So it's they act up too. From what I understand, it's an Asian manosphere. I said one day when I'm bored at a dock waiting to be unloaded, oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna find that. I gotta hear this one. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree with it. And then like with the white women, they have like the prepping community, which they talk about with COVID, how we went into quarantine. The younger white women have the makeup sector, and the makeup sector, it's so much money on the line that they get now when it gets nasty over there, they get really nasty too. So I would just say the money looks a little different with our counterparts. Same stuff though.
Yeah, it is.
Just it's a lot more money. It's a lot more money's on the table.
You speaking facts. Well, that concludes our first segment of the show. Now, our second segment, you already know, Bunny, we have a topic for you. So, Jordan, you already know what time it is. Do your thing, my brother.
All right. What's going on, people? Now we're gonna go into the topics like we usually do on the show. And today's topic is gonna go back to relationships because here in Chaos Coach Radio Show, Chaos Coach Radio, we like to talk about relationship topics. So today's topic is I don't have a video today, so we could kind of short on time, but we're gonna go straight to it. So and this is all about dating. Uh, if you date somebody, do you think that person that you date should have everything, put together before you date the person? Maybe the money's right, credit's right. It could be have a car, just have anything. And I think a lot of people, um, when they date somebody, they usually don't ask those questions while on the first date or maybe the second date so far. And then once they start knowing each other, and they might go to a couple more dates and start getting each other. Then when they really get into it, they start to know, okay, I thought he had this together. He was saying this is that and that. And usually they don't, say anything on the first or second date. And I think this is a really good topic to talk about. And I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I'm sorry with you, Ronnie. Then we'll pass it to Bunny. Then we'll pass it to Akeem. So I'm sorry with you, Ronnie. Do you think the person you date should have everything already set together before you date that person?
That has always been a myth, and I think it's totally impossible. You're gonna always find somebody that's either broken, misunderstood, or don't have things put together. It's just that's how human nature is. If you try to find somebody that's actually perfect, good luck finding them because they don't exist. So I think it's just a bad myth that people put out there, and I think that's one of the reasons why people don't have long-term relationship anymore, because the simple fact is they're trying to find this perfect woman. I want this woman to be this perfect. I want her to already know how to cook, clean, wash clothes, all those things, and have a career. I want to make sure she have it all. That's impossible. There's some areas in her life that she may be lacking. She may not be a good cook. So if you know how to cook, help her teach her how to cook. She may not know how to iron. You might have to teach her how to iron. This thing. Us as humans, we are imperfection. But I think that's what we made. Go ahead, Bunny.
Older person, um,
Hold on, Bunny. You born. Born.
one second. I may have to leave and come.
Yeah, you're messing up.
Go ahead, Akeem. Let get her audio fixed. Go ahead, and then she'll go back. Go ahead, Akeem.
Traditionally, and this is my opinion, I'll give a disclaimer. Everybody have their own wants and needs in a partner or in a relationship. I want to put that out there. For most men, for most men, what I've noticed, and even for me, I mainly care about what type of person you are. I've dated people who had money. I've dated people who've been teachers. I've dated people who've been poor. If you want to consider that. The coalition with having your stuff together does not reflect on the type of person you are. who you are today is not going to be who you are tomorrow as far as finances concerned. But the type of person you are, after a certain age, you're set in that. I'm very big on that. I don't care if you work at Burger King. If you a sweet, nice person and you with somebody, you and that person can get together. Men, and this is where the luxury of most women have, because they're not in the situation having to take care of men. You have some women who are in that, but since that job is left over for men, because there's an expectation for a man to have money if he wants to court or date women. We want you to be beautiful. We want you to be nice, sweet, have some type of discernment about you. So I've never even asked if what high school or like what college a girl went to, because I know that shit doesn't matter. If you nasty, you nasty. Can you fry eggs? Do you clean your chicken? Can you put the crease down in my jeans? And you know what I mean? And then I'm saying that's like simple stuff. Are you easy to talk to? Can we sit outside and have a
Where you from?
where I'm from?
Where you from?
I'm from Florida.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Hakeem, he's very, very traditional. He's,
Very.
he's a very traditional
No,
guy.
I'm smiling though. I'm smiling though. I respect it. I'm Southern as well,
Yeah.
so no, I
So
respect it.
and you
I
know,
respect it.
I
Yeah.
grew up in a household where my dad didn't have nothing. When he met my mom, and they both got together and they built wealth. They built a legacy for us to see. You know what I mean? My mother was the inspiration to help my dad to become somebody, and he ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I look at that and say, how I'm gonna look at a woman and say, you don't have your PhDs. Can no, baby. Are you nice? Are you sweet? Can you talk to me? Are you disrespectful? I don't. All that other shit y'all could keep. That's why I say, give me the ones with the bleach stained dress and the bonnet. I don't give a fuck. If she know how to cook, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like at this stage in my life and my age, I want somebody that I can like vibe with. You know what I mean? You go through the motions and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. For me personally, I don't care if a person have their stuff together. I'm man enough. We'll both get it together.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. We couldn't hear you earlier. You can speak on your.
Is that better
Yes.
now?
It's
Yeah,
perfect.
you're good.
Okay. So I think especially at a certain age, we should, we should date on our level. On our yeah, like as a trucker, right? That's the only reason why I'm doing this is to help my daughter through school. I don't want her to take out a bunch of student loans. She worked her ass off through high school, so much so she graduated with an associate's. I can't, let's just say that I do get a local position, right? I will never date someone that does not have a vehicle or their own home. That's just never going to happen. And not even own their home or just their own place to stay, right? Um Now younger, I think that that's a little different. But hold on, let me say this. Even with being older, right?
Hmm.
Even with being older, character is most definitely important. If a person is willing to work and build, it's in them, period. Now, does that mean that they have what they're capable of all the time? Absolutely not. And I say that with both men and women. A lot of the times we do need a person to pour into us, right? Um, and then you can blossom. And when a person pours into you, it doesn't, sometimes friends pour into you, you know? Sometimes it's your family that pour into you. For whatever reason, it's extremely hard to find a significant other or a person that we're with these days for each other to pour into each other. and it's on both sides, men and women. I just at older, I think that it's more of a date on your level type thing. Now younger, I looked at things a lot differently. Um and you can still build. I mean, when you're grown, a person can still build. Yes. Money should not be the biggest part of it, but let's just be honest. This ain't 1974 no more. Things are expensive. Anytime rent is 1160 for a two bedroom in Oklahoma, come on now. So I get the building aspect. It's more so you have to get to know the person and know their work ethic and their character and their integrity, and then go from there. But that takes a little bit of time. So that's my bet. That's yeah,
I, I,
that's what I
I
think
want to
about
ask
it.
you a question because you know me. You kind of confirm what I just said. Do you? Is it okay for a woman to live with her parents?
I mean I lived with my mom until I was 28.
That's no problem. But you see, the thing is, you can live with your parents and it won't look funny to you. But if a man did, it's going to look funny to her.
Depending on the situation.
You see, depending, but, like
Is he
this is,
staying there to save money? Is he staying there saving money, or is he staying there to
but but
help one of his parents? Or is
but
he
but
just on the couch on the game all day? Sorry.
that's a quick. But and this is why I say that the perspective of a man different from a woman. We don't worry about if you have it. You live with your parent, it won't mean nothing. But if you wanted to do everything equal, a lot of people be pointing fingers at each other every day. You see what I'm saying? And this is why certain luxuries and certain opinions different genders have doesn't reflect on the other. You said something generally agreeing with what I said. You know what I mean? You are a woman. You might like a certain type of lifestyle, and you want to be with somebody who can either match that or do better, right?
Absolutely.
But
Can you
me
hear me?
personally, yeah, me
Okay.
personally, I didn't even care if you worked.
Hmm.
I didn't even care if you work. If you was nice, baby, I'm gonna take you out and show you a good time. But you see how that
But
reflect. But you wouldn't date me if I was broke though.
think about that though. You said that you
I,
come from a traditional setting, and I did hear you say that
mm,
your father didn't have anything, but with your mother they built an empire.
mm-hmm.
Do you know many men who has the drive that your father had? Let's be honest. Do you know three of them?
Oh, you
The
mean
drive and the work ethic.
in today's market,
Yes.
it's hard. It's hard.
So
It's
so
hard.
from a woman's standpoint,
You
think about that from a woman's standpoint, and then we're outnumbered bad.
uh you say you're outnumbered, or you mean you outnumber us?
Black women, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm tired, y'all. Y'all
No,
been
no,
up
that's
since
no
It's
seven
problem.
okay.
o'clock
It's
this
okay.
morning. Really,
It's
since
But
okay.
4:30 this morning. So I'm
yeah,
tired. But yeah, yeah. I mean, with the ratio is disproportion. So think about that from the
What do you
woman's
mean?
standpoint.
I think about, yeah, that's true. But Hakeem, like I said, Hakeem and Ronnie, they had fathers in laws. Me, not the same. I was born in a single household. Majority of my friends that I grew up with was born in single households. Even though, and it's kind of hard to find that drive because you don't have like somebody in a male that's in the house for every day to see that this is this is how you're gonna take care of your girl, or this is how you're gonna take care of your wife and everything. And for me, I had to kind of learn the hard way in a certain way. Even though I kind of built that drop into myself because I kind of didn't want to deal with my father did in a way and certain aspects to a couple of my friends too. Because I have one friend, he still lives with his mom, but still he pays the bills. He's building his money. He has like 2, 3 cars. He has a motorcycle. and eventually he's saving money to get his house as well. I just feel like the men today, some of them might not have a father figure or maybe a male or a father in their lives, and they haven't really pushed them to have that drive to start building a career, get a house, get a job, make sure your credit is fine. And I see a lot of men like that look at it as an aggressive single parent household. They don't have that drive, and that's why you see certain men, they might stay with their mom's house, maybe play the games all day because maybe their mom maybe babied them. But you have a father in your life, the men are not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that whatsoever.
And it's really important. But my mother said this statement to me, and which really kind of reflects certain things. I was gonna say it in my parents' native language, but they say, "Jwen au monde ka passe misère avant." She said that it resonated to me different, but I also had to. It means that find somebody who's willing to go through hell and back with you. My mother told me that, but I said, "Mom, this is a different era." You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? What you and my dad went through, I can't expect nobody to go through what y'all went through. You know what I mean? I have to have the plate already ready to put on the table for them. But you know what I mean? And then we come to a point saying that since I have the plate ready for you, is they going to appreciate it? You know what I mean? If I came prepared, I got my degree. You know what I mean? I got my trucker's license. I got life insurance. I got investments. I bought land in Georgia to put a double wide trailer over there. You know what I'm trying to say? To make sure to accommodate whoever's going to come into my life, regardless if they had, you know what I mean? And mind you, regardless if they come with kids or not, because you know what I mean? I grew up, I ain't had no problem with that situation. You know, I'm Southern, we build on the tribe situation here. Kid, you know what I mean? My family's integrated with different kids from other different places, regardless who their daddy was. But the point of the fact is, are they going to appreciate the table and the plate that you present? Hey, I got this food here ready for you. Are you going to appreciate that? Because I always ask people, have you ever met anybody nice that had a lot of money?
I have. But they had their ways. But no, I can honestly say that I have. But no, so like, I get what you're saying. It's like you don't appreciate seeing it built from the ground up. I agree with you on that. But on the flip side of that, what Kanye say, and when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Some men resent the fact that a woman seen them at their lowest. But no, I get what you're saying. I promise I get what you're saying. But
No,
also sorry.
no, I didn't. I was just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
And then, but so my question to you would be, what's your dating pool? Like, where you see, that's a lot of the times people not being honest with these conversations. And I'm not talking about you, baby. And even the women, even myself. Where are we trying to find these people? Are we still in the inner city? Are we going to the club? We hollering at people. You know how y'all do, hollering at a woman trying at the Quick Trip. like where are we going to meet people?
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. We don't want women like you. We don't. We want the sexy red. We want the Carly B's. I'm just being honest. Most of the time, when men get money like Kanye West, you see they get the whores. They don't get the housewife. He got Kim Kardashian, for God's sake, and now he got another whore. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
That's real. I've been said that. At least somebody's being honest. I'm listening though.
One thing about me, I'm gonna keep it real. I told people I'm like one of the realest guys you gonna meet. Girls like you are boring. Y'all boring. Y'all not exciting. Y'all just want us to work hard, go home, and make sure we rub your feet at night. No, we want a girl that we can spit on and able to take her out for dinner, and we have that sloppy sex in the parking lot.
And the thing is about that, Ronnie, got to spend. You got to have money for that.
No, you don't. Girls like
Well,
that.
no, what,
Girls,
not for some women, some women that like I'm not all, but some women that might lead to the gold digger ways. You might have some money with that, unless you got good game and everything, all the type of things.
no. We want a girl that's able to shut her mouth, be able to shut up and have a good time. Girls like Bunny and Natasha Vincent, they're gonna challenge the man. Men don't like to be challenged by the woman. Men like to just be a man and do what he got to do. Women like her, he's gonna push the man to the next level, and that's why men avoid women like them. I'm being honest. They avoid them. They don't want to see them. They can be like, hey, they good. We can talk business with. We can go to business meetings, stuff like that. But they not the one they dreaming about and fantasizing with. I'm just being honest. I'm giving it 100. I'm keeping it up. See, don't say I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna take it.
No, I
I'm keeping it
respect
100.
it. At least you're being. I have only heard one other person be as raw as you're being. I respect it. I will most definitely be back on this platform because you guys are being raw. So
But,
okay,
but,
so let's bring it. I gotta ask a question really quick. Do you think that a lot of that has to do with being with sexually,
yes,
the sex? Yeah.
it, the sex pool. Like prime example, look at prime example. Tommy Sotomayor, who I do highly respect. Majority of the time, he dealing with whores. You get what
That's
I'm saying?
facts. That's
Those
facts. Yeah, OnlyFans and all that. Yep.
are who I respect. God rest his soul. He slept with a whore before he died. And he's a high value man, quote unquote. I respect him though. But I'm
So
gonna tell you, they not really looking for women. I'm just being honest, man. Go ahead, I can't go ahead.
okay, so this is where I'm gonna agree to disagree. This is why I went back and I spoke about character. You feel me? And this is where we talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, my brother, you telling the truth because I know some dudes who's on that tip, but everyday regular men are not what these guys are on. You feel me? The guy who work at Jeffrey Lou, the guy who's pushing carts at Walmart, these guys are not on what these guys are on. We're talking about upper level, second level,
I
top 10.
if
Huh?
check their IG account. I guarantee you they got women shaking their ass. I put money. I put a
I,
Now,
thousand.
now, now,
I got go ahead, Hakeem. I got
yeah,
a question for you. It kind of debunks that too. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Hakeem.
I'm talking about everyday regular guys. Like, you know what I mean? The guys who I know with money, but of course they want those, you know what I mean? They want to have those fetishes to sleep with people. And a lot of women are sharing these guys with money. The everyday regular guy. And I'm not saying there's not all these other people. So I'm not refuting what you're saying. But I have to come and strongly say that the everyday regular guy do not have the money, the status, the prestige, nor the looks at time to get these kind of women men fantasize for. You feel me? And this is why men need to be honest with themselves. You ain't getting no Beyonce. You getting LaShonda. And be happy with LaShonda because God bless you with that. Now, you know what I mean? I'm a regular dude. Give me somebody regular. I don't mind. I'm going to love her like crazy and pay her bills. I don't care if you knit or if you got bleach stained dress and you got a flick of the wrist in a pot. You feel me? You know what I mean? I ain't looking for nobody at the strip club. Better yet, I don't even think they want a nigga like me. I don't got no dreads. I don't got no mouth full of ghosts. Plus, I ain't no scammer.
Not you know them dreadheads do it the best.
Yeah.
So
Hey, man, you tripping.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but you said something. You said the men with money are sharing, or the women are sharing them. But see, though, and these are just facts. The person who controls the resources controls the relationship, or the person with the resources control the relationship.
I didn't say it.
S- So what's missing in that, what was missing, excuse me, with the quote unquote high value man conversation was they're never really at home. They're worried about ain't no, especially in the beginning of it, whenever they're building, ain't no all them dates, ain't none of that, and they're not really gonna be home like that more times than not. And yes, they're going to cheat because the way that they look at it. When we moved from Louisiana, um, my mom met my stepfather. I talked about it a little bit on the interview, and so we went from like Ellick, Louisiana to the burbs. So I grew up around a bunch of white folks with money, right? So I
Mhm.
see how they move, like old money, not this new money, but like old money. So yeah, you're gonna get cheated on. And the thing is that the wives know it. It's just like, okay, well, that's my husband. They look at things differently. Legacy. Legacy. Them people don't like each other. Half them people, well, I shouldn't say that. There's a respect there, but they may not like each other. I've seen so many homes where there's different bedrooms, and they're okay with that.
Yep.
Now, they're
Facts.
okay with that.
Right.
Like they want it that way. My daughter's best friend, her dad is a meteorologist, and the mom is a LPN. They're still married. Yo, it's crazy. He lives in the but it's not though. Is it really crazy? Because it works out for them as far as legacy. He lives in a condo and she lives in an apartment, and they're still married.
There's
Preach.
so many like
You
that.
better preach. Let
So
me tell you.
if we start to talk about us as people and what we want long lasting, loving, respectful relationships. I have to give that disclaimer because you know what I mean. Respectful, loving relationships and something that can grow in time. So the thing about that is, and don't get me wrong, I feel the sentiments of most women and understand where they come. You know what I mean? I would at least want a man to have the basics down before you start dating. Now that this whole concept is, yes, my brother, please be sure you can at least take her on a good date. If you can't spend at least $100 for a date, then we need to sit down and you need to come to the war room with me so I can say maybe a lot, 80% of these women are out your league. Because you know what I'm trying to say? And let's be real about it. And this is why I love black women so much, and I'm going to always love them to the day that I die. They accept us the way we are no matter what. A lot of women can say they don't, but majority of women take broke men and build them up. Come on, let's talk about it. Those regular women, the ones out the projects, who's giving up their income tax money to get their people a car or get their husband boots to go to those steel
I'm
toes to go to
sorry.
work. You know what I mean? Who's borrowing money from her mama and say, Mama John just got a job up the street. We're at Quick Creek. Mama, he need him some boots and a belt and some Dickies. Girl, I'll come get you. We'll go to Walmart. He ain't had a job in 4 months, but who stood by him?
Yeah, those were soldiers. Those were soldiers.
So soldiers, and then here's the thing though. This is what Bunny was talking about, that character, and this is why I say for me it's hard, with the exception of y'all, that guy that she helped is not all the time they leave. He goes back and repays the favor and tries, as he's building up, he goes back and builds his wife up.
Like, there's a side that was it. There's a side of women that literally give guys money. People are like, oh, women don't give guys money.
Oh,
There's a side of women helping guys get their degrees, helping them, bro. I seen it all. That's what I'm saying. Like, women, certain sector of men is not using women the way they're supposed to be used. I'm just being honest, because women are willing to help as much. If they love you and care about you, bro, they will help you with content creation. They will help you with resumes. They will. I would say that women are black, especially black women. They are smart for a reason. It's for you to use them for the areas they are good in. Women are nurses. You feel sick, they can help you out with. Bruh, we not.
He ain't lying because I tell you, hey, Bunny, I've been married for 3 years, been with my wife for almost 14 years now. When I start, doing content creations, with Ronnie and Hakeem, she bought the first thing she got me to do about the Christmas. She bought me this mic. She bought me this mic because I was serious about it and everything. And she did a lot of things for me too, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate her so much that at least once a month I give her a gift, just because. Because she's an awesome wife and I appreciate her so much. So I'll give her a gift maybe once. Not even her birthday. It might not be her birthday, but at least once a month I'll give her a gift just because. Oh, go ahead, fellas.
No, we was gonna wait. And Bunny, you go ahead and say something. That's why we got quiet. We wanted you to speak.
Is she muted?
Bunny, are you there? Bye, you.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I was muted. I'm sorry. So, as far as the women that are paymasters, why do you think that those men eventually leave the women who build them up?
Great question. Before I speak, I'm gonna let my brothers go before.
Oh, no, that's a good question.
No. And I have an answer.
I think I know the answer. I'm okay. I'm gonna say what I think. Men are conquerors. So it's like, okay, well, I've already conquered this lady.
And also, it also has to do with the ego thing too, because when men hang around another man, be like, you're not getting on your own, your woman's paying for that. I would say we as men, we fell in a lot of areas, because when a man feel appreciated, he tells other men. And when the man is not getting those things, he put that man down. That happens all the time. I'm being honest. Like, for example, Jordan's story where he said about his wife, how she do that good thing. If Jordan was about a man that was insecure about himself, he was like, man, you ain't doing it. Your woman's doing everything.
Yeah.
Try to bring him less than, because that man feel less than about himself. If you get my point, Bunny.
And another point I want to say is your woman praising you a lot? Are you getting like praises on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? Because there's sometimes in marriages you can, with men, they don't get praises not even a year. And the thing is, men like to get praises because if you give a man praises, he's gonna ride it down for you. And so if your wife or your woman's not giving you praises, but you hear it from another chick that's doing that, and then she's give you sloppy toppy, all that type of stuff, you can be like, well, come on now. I think I'm gonna slide over here because she gave me praise and she gave me what I need as well. So that's one of the reasons. Go ahead.
Brothers, y'all all spoke so eloquently. I was one of those main ones picking on niggas if you was at the house and your girl bought something for you.
You see?
And I know you wasn't working. I say, nigga, you ain't no real nigga here. Get from now. No, for real. I'm one of those dudes.
I believe you. I believe you, Hakeem.
I was just laughing. You know what I mean? Because I come up from a house. I come up from a situation where we was groomed to try to provide for our women. So it looks different for me to see somebody who's not providing and the woman's providing for them and he's not doing nothing. I'll double take and look at you. I say he's not a part of my group. Now here's the thing though. By nature, even bums, and I heard a woman said this, and I kind of have to agree this. You said this, but I actually heard sometimes men resent a woman, depending on who the man is. This is why character has been resent a woman for being in the mud with him. So as soon as he get to the top, he'll look at you and say, "Okay, I need to price my woman out. Since I'm priced up here, let me go get I'm making 50,000. I'm gonna go get me a 50,000 girlfriend. But your girl who was with you, you wasn't even at 50,000. But he is so mad at her that she stuck by him and was there. He said, okay, let me price her out. You know what I mean? And the character is big on that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes money just amplify who you are as a person. If you was broke and you was nasty, you're going to be rich and nasty. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing too. And that's why I say character, is the person respectful? Is the person thoughtful? And is the person value the person that you is? And it's like, girl, thank you so much. You looked out for me. I'm going to make sure I'm going to take care of you. You know what I mean? And we hear these stories, the struggle love stories and the rags, the riches. And as the man grow up, he leaves. Look at what's the guy named, the basketball player, Damian Leonard?
Yeah, Damian.
Yep.
He just got divorced.
He only been with his girl 2 years.
He got he no he was the there was college sweethearts, but he was married for 2 years. But
So,
it was something in that marriage because remember they just recently got married back in early December 2022 2021. So something in 2022 wasn't right, and and they were separated for 10. They were separated for like for 10 months. So the majority of this year they were separated.
but she was with him before he got the deal and had kids with her. I don't care
Facts.
what we going through. Man, you've been here since day one. Come on, baby, let's lock in. We got some problems. You not moving back to your mama house. We'll just be mad up in here. But he did typically what most niggas who level up and do. I'm gonna price her out. You know what I mean? Let me go back to Macy's and get me a plastic 50,000 or $150,000 prostitute. You know what I mean? This is why I say, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? He was a poor, you know what I mean? He's a black man. He grew up poor and God gave him the opportunity to get the money and he priced the soldier out. The one who's staying with you. Because let's be honest with you, women manage niggas' lives. A lot of that shit he was able to do, he couldn't have done it without her managing the intricate details. What damn bowl? I'll make sure the back end ready for you. Now the back, you know what I mean? Now you got the front end. You want to get rid of the back end? Oh no, you're gonna lose your money. He's gonna lose his money because he got rid of the team he began with. Go ahead, mom.
And that's the thing about it, Hakeem. It's like it's just this new generation. It's we don't have like the mindset of our older generation. Because I know me and my wife, we just hear like stuff like we talk about on YouTube spaces and we see on you like all these divorces and everything. It's like for us, divorce is not it's never an option. It's never an option for us. You know what I'm saying? So we have still like got that old school generation bias of building a legacy. Building a family, which my wife was pregnant. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys and I'm gonna tell you guys the gender soon. By November, I'll tell you guys the gender soon.
Praise
But
the
yeah,
Lord.
me and my wife, we're old school. We in this together. We ride it down. We don't think about this.
Go ahead, Bunny. Let's hear Bunny thought. Win. Go ahead.
Um, I think that you guys are right on it, and honestly, I appreciate how honest you guys are. That's hard to find in this space. Even if it may seem harsh, at least y'all are honest. Yeah, men, like I said, it goes back to men are conquerors. There's a resentment that's there, and it's like, okay, a woman gives, 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 gives. Where's the challenge? Y'all like sassiness. Y'all do. There's a difference in being sassy and being disrespectful, though. Um, no matter how bummy the man may seem, but no, let me not say that. For the most part, um, even the bummy ones won't feel like a man if the woman is building them up. For the most, they call them Pookies and Ray Rays. I don't know if you guys call them Pookies and Ray Rays over here, but yeah, you guys, that the Mexicans call it machismo. I think that machismo, the masculinity. So I'm sorry, I'm
No, no,
tired,
no,
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 y'all.
no.
no problem.
Get ready to close. Um,
Yeah.
oh, we love to have you on here. Of course, you're always welcome to come back. Even if you want us to go to your channel, we'll go to your channel, whatever the case may be. I think this dialogue was really, really good. It was needed. I don't know how can.
I appreciate y'all. I'm
No,
sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
Go ahead. We
We
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
No, I appreciate y'all because it's actually a real conversation. And I was thinking like y'all gonna have to come and chop it up with me one day because like I like just chopping. I really want to get back to that. Is I used to have some really fire conversations and everybody pulled up. Like at one point, the divestors got out. I don't know how they found my channel, but this was like a couple years ago. They would pull up. I had Manosphere people pull up, and we just would, get together and just have candid, honest conversations. So y'all definitely gonna have to come through and come and chop it up with me one day. I drive all day, so I just got to get back to going live regularly. But and I will definitely be back over here.
Hey, what's up?
I appreciate y'all. This is a good conversation. I don't really think it was an interview, which is that's fine. That's fine. It was more of a chop up session, but this is a really good conversation. I appreciate you
Because
guys.
we normally do interviews, but I was like, I was talking to Jordan and Hakeem, like, I think it's good to switch it up. Like, we do an interview like the first 30 minutes, do a topic. I think it makes things like more natural, more things flow. And I think that's where things are going now too. When I noticed that too, when you go to other podcasters, they starting to do that too. They having to interview the people, but then they also bring up topics that it may make the person feel more comfortable and make them pretty much share their thoughts. And shout out to Team Fatty as well,
Yeah.
because you did a great interview with him, and I think that interview was really good. I actually saw it. Amy actually wanted to interview, so shout out to Team Fatty for that, for joining on your panel as well. So Bunny, you're great. You're great. You're beautiful. You're black. What more than you to say?
Y'all, I mean, like I was telling, I'm not just all peaches and cream. I'm Southern, and Southern women, we a little ignorant at times. I mean, it's what it is. But I don't know. As long as I'm respected, I'm good. I like having honest conversations, and yeah, like I don't know, y'all cool in my book. I really appreciate. This was very refreshing, and thank you so much. Oh, that's Strag Patrol. Shout out to Strag Patrol. Shout out to Strag Patrol. Shout out to Natasha. Shout out to everybody. Venus DS1. I'm not. Oh, let me look at my computer. I don't want to miss anybody. Zero. I see a couple people have
Joe
come
heard him.
in. Thank you
Zero,
guys
zero to
so
the
much.
infinite renewed.
Okay, Bunny. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for even you guys as people. I can't. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Let me look
go
up.
ahead, Bunny. Close it out. Close us out. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, Bunny. She's cute, right? She's a cutie, right? Let's see. She said she's gonna check. Let's get her like 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna close out. But yeah, shout out to you guys for coming to the show. We really do greatly appreciate it. We talking about Crown Prince. I think it was Native and Dialogue. Native and Dialogue. I think was also in the chat. Shout out to him. Shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. Shout out to him. Shout out to Sherry Bryan. Sherry Bryan was here at King, but you so into the dialogue. She said, "Hey guys." Shout out to you and Sky. She's always watching in the clouds, even though she don't comment, but we know she's watching. Shout out to Just Send Me Out. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch us also on the playback. We really appreciate it. Shout out to the voice of Venus, man. Venus, I got to interview because she's from New York. So we got to get at least.
Heard him.
Yeah, we got to get a New York lady in here. We got to squeeze it in here, and also Sherelle as well. But yeah, man, I really do greatly appreciate it. It was really, 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 really dope conversation. You guys was amazing. Bunny, I don't know if you have any final words before we close out.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That was my child that called me.
Of course.
No, not really. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys. So I'm tired. I look crazy, but I'm like, okay, I got to get used to camming up in the truck. So I really appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
And you always welcome on this platform. You already know you can just hit me up like, hey, I want to come on the panel anytime. You cool with us?
Okay.
You real family. You good?
I appreciate that. So y'all do this every Wednesday, you said?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:00 Eastern time. Because you're in a different time zone.
So 5:00. Send me your links when you go live. Send me your links, but I'll definitely be back over here. Y'all gotta come through and have a just hop on the panel whenever I go live. I would like that. Y'all cool.
Yeah.
So
I come over. Trust me, I will come over. I always support, especially black women. We support black women heavily. Well, I will. Yeah, Eric Brown. This is why I told you guys, make sure you have your notification bell at all times, because you never know where you might catch us going live. I can't Jordan. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
And you say it at the front, and you say it at the end all the time. Even in our pre-recordings, you do.
Eric
heard him because he was also here. Number one Twitch follower. I really appreciate him as well. But yeah, we always tell you guys, make sure y'all hit that notification bell on the right hand side, because you never know. But we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Now, sometimes we may surprise you with a special guest, and we may go live on Thursday. So that's why we Eric, you good this time. Well, make sure you hit that notification bell. You good. And also, as a guy, Hakeem, you gonna say something?
No. Shout outs to Eric. Yeah, Eric, this was a surprise one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And now that also very important. Make sure you go to Cal Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab is the Cal Culture Radio T-shirt. Also the Cal Culture Radio hat. Mine's being ordered. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. And also the coffee mug.
I forgot my mug today, y'all. It's a Thursday. Please forgive me.
And also Hakeem New Book, Black Love. Thank you so much for coming over here, supporting the platform. We on our way to 1K subscribers, guys. With you guys go. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio. We will be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you click all. We'll be back. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.